welcome to another head-to-head challenge. I'm one of your hosts, Tony Ann Singh.
And I'm Stephanie Del Valle.
And we are here in the wonderful Hyatt Regency Grand Reserve in Puerto Rico.
Yes, welcome home, everyone. As you know, the head-to-head challenge began in 2017, and it has become the fantastic platform for the contestants to have their day at Miss World.
Yes, Steph, and we're so proud to say that this challenge has impacted over 2 billion people all across the world. So today we're being joined by group number 11. We have Puerto Rico, Slovenia, Philippines, Macau, China, France, and Gibraltar.
Welcome. Before we begin, let's explain how the show works. The contestants have been divided into 16 groups, and the winner of each group is chosen by you, the audience. And here's how to vote.
Liking the contestants' official Miss World Facebook page.
Voting for them on the Miss World website.
Or voting for them on their official Mobster account.
The contestant with the most increases in votes, likes, follows after the episode will advance.
Remember, only one contestant per episode can advance for a chance to win her spot in the Miss World semi-final.
The winner of each group will then compete at the head-to-head final at the Capitol building.
Yes, ladies, how are you enjoying Puerto Rico? We're so happy to have you here.
We are so happy to be here. We're ecstatic. I, for one, I'm very excited to be here because it's just very similar to the Philippines. I feel just like I'm home, except for that I have so many beautiful girls all around me all day long.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm really excited to see so many beautiful and empowered women from all over the world meeting right here in Puerto Rico. Well, it's time to meet you, so let's begin with Puerto Rico.
In the very center of the Caribbean, our island always shines through. Proud of our ethnic heritage, we celebrate our race. Rich in history, forgers of the present, and always looking into the future, resilient and fighters. That is who we are as Puerto Ricans, and the image I grew up with. Hello everyone! Follow me. I am Aria Marie Diaz Rosado, Miss World Puerto Rico. I'd like to present myself and my enchanting island of Puerto Rico. I have always considered myself to be adventurous and one that's inspired by nature. I study communications and journalism and have an associate's degree in drama. Through the television lens as the host of a tourism program, I explore breathtaking landscape throughout Puerto Rico. Every tour of my island makes me fall in love with this place that I call home. Beautiful cities, gorgeous beaches, its unique forests and perfectly preserved architectural fortresses. To this, we add the mountains. That's where I come from, the Barrio Achiote in Naranjito, the town where I grew up. Thanks to my family, I learned values that make me the woman I am today. Serving to me is having dedication and passion. It's giving without expecting anything in return. It's my vocation to educate children, although it was born from my school, years and religious formation received at the Colegio Nuestra Señora del Pilar, extended to be part of an international organization called LBV Brazil, which gave me the opportunity to carry out social work outside my country. As a model, artist, and educator, I have decided to put my gifts and knowledge at the service of children, to whom the future belongs. A good deed, however small, sets in the motion a good consequence. Enjoy my island!
Puerto Rico, your country is so beautiful.
Thank you.
We're so happy to be here.
Me too.
Well, my question for you is, how has being the host of a tourism program prepared you to host us all, Miss World, here in Puerto Rico?
Participating in Miss World has always been a dream for me since I was a child, but I will never imagine that I will be here today filming with this loving view of my island. So it's really a pleasure. I work in tourism since 2018 because I just love my country so much, and sharing my culture, my music, and my gastronomy with all these loving ladies from all around the world has been the best experience that I will ever have in my life.
Well, I can honestly say that we are just over the moon to share this experience with you. And we are all making this country our home as well. So now you've got some people living with you.
It's incredible.
But thank you, Puerto Rico. Now on to Slovenia.
I am a 22-year-old girl from a small town called Ribnica, which is located in the southeast of Slovenia. Ribnica, as small as it is, has a very rich history and is besides most known for its woodenware and pottery. I finished my high school education and then also my degree in international business in the capital of Slovenia, Ljubljana, where I am also located at the moment and where I am doing my master's degree in marketing. I would describe myself as a humble but ambitious girl with tons of positive energy, which I like to spread among others. Already as a child, I was very active. Among others, I trained twirling and majorette dance for 12 years. While being an active dancer, I have had quite a lot of accomplishments that I'm very proud of, such as being a European champion. After the end of my active dance career, I continued to share my knowledge and skills with younger generations as a dance teacher for several years. I love being surrounded by people, but even though I'm a so-called social butterfly, I value quality over quantity. True and honest relationships are what I appreciate a lot, so I keep my circle of family and friends small. But this is not the case with the upcoming Miss World 2021. I'm looking forward to meeting all the girls from all over the world, and I'm sure we will share one amazing experience together while making memories for life.
Hello, Slovenia. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
I'm glad. So we know that you're very passionate about international relations, which is wonderful because you're at Miss World, and that's pretty much what we do here. And I was wondering if you could speak to that for us.
Yes, of course. Well, actually, the thing with my international relations is that I'm actually studying. I finished my studies in international business. Now I'm doing master's degree in marketing, but I'm actually in an international class. And what that means to me is that I'm from a small country, and suddenly the whole class at the faculty was world, because I had classmates, I have classmates from all over the world, and besides the study material that we learn from, I learned from people. I learned about their countries. We were working together, we were learning from each other, and that was really like a true value, bigger value for me. And I love international people, and now that I'm here, I'm also surrounded by the girls all over the world, so it really feels great.
Well, I'm very glad that you've had this type of education. You know, I keep saying to all of you, if you want to change the world, if you want to have a global perspective, the world is right here in Puerto Rico with you right now. So start right here. And so I'm so happy that you already understand this and that we can continue to do that together. Thank you, Slovenia. Now, Philippines.
The gentle winds of the north, the burning fire of the south, the fertile land of the east, the Pacific waters of the west. I have moved from different directions to find my purpose, to understand life's meaning as defined by experiences, both difficult and easy. And as destiny would have it, I hail from the country's queen city, Cebu. But unlike a real-life queen, my life story is not all glittered and gold. I was born a miracle baby, surrounded by life's perplexities as my mom struggled to make ends meet. As a child, I have witnessed how my mom single-handedly raised me until she entered into eternal rest. I grew up accepting that while I live independently, I am meant to be of service to others. This is my Miss World journey, From the humble pageant platforms to the grand and glorious stages, I am living my purpose. In the words of Puerto Rico's most celebrated poet, I am not merely the implacable, elegant lady. I am life. I am strength. I am woman. I am Tracy Maureen Perez, Miss World Philippines. Hasta pronto, Puerto Rico.
Oh, Philippines, your story is so amazing. I know you said that you're a miracle baby. I was wondering if you could talk to us more about that.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Stephanie, and to the Miss World for this opportunity to talk about ourselves and about who we are. And most of my friends know that I consider myself as a miracle baby. And it all started with my mom. When she was about 18 years old, she got into this horrible accident, and she was in a cab where it was squished by a bus back in my country, and she was in the operating table for the longest time, and she even died for a few minutes. And back then, the hospital care was not so good, but luckily, she was able to survive. She was revived, and the catch was, she was told that she would only live up until 30 years old, and that it would be impossible for her to get pregnant and to bear a child. But with God's grace, my mom got pregnant at 33 years old, 3 years after her supposed life expectancy. And I was also a premature baby. I was only 6 months, and luckily my lungs were already fully developed, and that is how I was able to survive. So basically, my life is just a living proof that miracles do happen. And I am here to commit myself to help people see the little miracles in their lives too, because if we learn to look closely, we would understand that life is beautiful. Despite all the challenges, we can move forward and we can have a bright tomorrow.
Well, we're so blessed that purpose is a real and very tangible thing, because if your mother hadn't continued to persevere, we wouldn't have you with us today. So thank you for that story, Philippines. And I just hope that that speaks to the rest of the world about the fact that, you know, nothing can stand in the way of purpose. Thank you.
Well, we've met our first 3 incredible contestants. Now let's move on to Macau, China.
To plant a tree and you can harvest a shade. To devote your love to others, and you can bring hope to others. I have been engaged in charity since the year of 2050. Since when, I have often served as a volunteer in hospitals, paid a visit to the elder in nursing homes, and cared for left-behind children in mountainous areas. This picture refers to the day when I went to Yushu Autonomous Prefecture in Qinghai Province to carry materials to the children, where with especially harsh climate and the shortage of essential infrastructure for daily lives, the children can hardly wear a new suit of clothes every year. In order to prevent the children from extremely cold in weather, we purchased 10,000 sets of clothes and sent them, thus to provide them with great warmth in winter. This picture refers to the day when I paid a visit to old people, most of whom have not given birth or have their children far remote. In such case, we have strained every nerve to meet the demand. For instance, one of the elder felt uncomfortable of his eyes, and I immediately took him to the hospital and accompanied by examination and operation. Some of them in nursing homes often feel lonely and missed their loved ones, in which case I often chat with them face to face and play games with them. As they showed clear smile and great pleasure, I also enjoyed heartfelt happiness. Sometimes I will visit families in need and do what I can, thus to give them some assistance. I wish children under the same blue sky can all enjoy a happy childhood and a brighter future. In addition, I also wish the elder all over the world peace, joy, health, and longevity.
Macau, China, how do you find your inspirations for your paintings? 谢谢你的问题。关于这个问题呢，也要源于我小时候，因为我还很小的时候呢，我特别喜欢风景画，喜欢看照片。可是那个时候相机和手机非常的平滑，然后呢，我又没有其他的办法去留住生活、记录生活，所以我就想到了，如果我会绘画的话，我就会留住生活、记录生活，所以我就喜欢上了画画。谢谢 Macau China. Next up, we've got France.
Hi everyone, my name is April Benayoum, I'm 22 and I'm Miss World France.
I grew up in the south of France, in Provence, which is a region full of charms where people are welcoming, warm and authentic. I have a diploma in international business and marketing, and I would like to finish my master's degree in order to create my own makeup brand. I used to play volleyball for more than 7 years. Being part of a team helped me to develop a sense of cohesion, team spirit, and listening of my teammates. Since I was a child, I've been involved in the environmental cause. I've always lived near the sea, and it has always been important to me to protect the nature. Our coastline have such beautiful landscapes, full of biodiversity, and we can all play a part in protecting them. No matter your age, your background, your country, every single action matters. We only have one planet, and we all must protect it. Unfortunately, I was also a victim of discrimination and bullying. I'm lucky to have a supportive family and true friends who have always been here for me. This is why I became the representative of an organization against violence and harassment. It is so important to me to support people who are going through the same situation as I did. I received a lot of messages from victims who often feel left alone and ashamed. Everyone deserves to be heard, and it is one of the main reasons why it is essential to free the voice of victims. France has been waiting for the Miss World crown for such a long time. After 68 years, it will truly be an honor for me to make my country proud and make it shine as an ambassador of the world. And of course, to be part of this Miss World family, which is so caring and altruistic. I just wanted to thank you for everything, and see you soon in Puerto Rico.
France, you mentioned that makeup is your passion. So I'd like to know, how will you incorporate your passion into your career?
Yes, I am truly a makeup lover. And you know, what I love is to see how confidence it brings to people and how powerful people can be with wearing makeup. So by creating my own brand, I would like to celebrate diversity, I would like to celebrate natural beauty of women, and that's really something that I want to do.
Well, that is fantastic, and I know you will create a beautiful line that everyone's going to love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, France.
Thanks.
And next we've got Gibraltar.
A land full of diversity, a land rich in history and culture, a land I call home. The Rock of Gibraltar, a symbol of resilience and strength, but overall we're a small community full of warmth and compassion. I currently work in an accounting firm whilst also pursuing to become a chartered accountant. I grew up in a family that, despite not having many luxuries, we had all the love we needed and the best start in life to grow. Their sacrifices have molded me into the person I am today, which is why I feel truly blessed to be in the arms of such loving and supportive family. This is one of the main reasons why I chose the Evie Foundation charity for my Beauty with a Purpose project. This worthy cause supports families in need both locally and further afield. They provide aid to families' home environment, food, clothing, and work opportunities, which in turn enhances their quality of life and well-being, giving them hope, support, and all the opportunities they deserve. At a young age, I discovered my true passion for dance, and after so many years of rehearsals, shows, and representing Gibraltar internationally in various competitions, dance became my second home and family. Dance has given me many transferable life skills, but most importantly, my dance teacher has become one of my life coaches and mentors.
I'm Janice Ampere, and I'm honored and privileged to represent Gibraltar at the Miss World 2021 pageant, where I'm also excited to be associated with a much bigger program for caring and giving, which forms part of the Miss World organization's ethos. I'm looking forward to meeting all the other beautiful contestants.
Gibraltar, why is dancing so important in your life?
Well, I've been dancing for over a decade now, and I feel that it has impacted my life in so many ways. Apart from being able to express myself through movements, it's given me many transferable life skills like social skills, confidence, resilience, and just being able to represent Gibraltar locally and abroad is truly amazing. And through dance, I have found my second home and my mentor, which is my dance teacher.
Oh, that's beautiful. I hope she's watching you now, supporting you. And I know that a lot of people don't realize how artistic expression is so important in everyday life. So the fact that you found your artistic expression is beautiful. Thank you so much, Gibraltar. And there you have your group 11. Big round of applause, ladies. You deserve it.
We'd like to remind you how to vote for these beautiful ladies back at home.
Liking the contestants' official Miss World Facebook page.
Voting for them on the Miss World website.
Or voting for them on their official Mobstar account.
The contestant with the most increases in votes, likes, follows after the episode will advance.
Remember, only one contestant per episode can advance for a chance to win her spot in the Miss World semi-final.
Well, now it's time for the final question. We're going to begin with Puerto Rico. Hello, my darling. Your question is, if you could break one rule, what would that be?
If I could break one rule, I wouldn't say just one. I would just decide to break the rules that limit us. For example, years ago, women weren't able to vote. So until one woman decided to break that rule, she changed the I can't to I can, and now we're all available to vote. And we have so many can'ts in our life that we have to change it sometimes so we can do our things. For example, Black people didn't have the rights until Martin Luther King decided to say, yes, we can. Let's unite as people, as our race, and let's make that rules change because we deserve better. So the rules that limit us can be broken for a better future, no matter what is your gender, what is your religion, what is your purpose in life. Believe in you, and sometimes breaking the rules is the right choice.
Oh, that's
I love
wonderful,
that.
Puerto
Yes.
Rico.
Thank you
I
so
completely agree. There are certain rules that must be broken so we can progress as a world community. Thank you. Slovenia, how are you?
Great.
We're almost there. Okay, so your question is, what does it mean to be a modern woman?
I would say that to be a modern woman, it takes courage because we live in a modern world, right? But are people's minds really following this development of life? Because I'm lucky that I live in a country where I do have opportunity to educate myself to be at the equal position as, for example, the opposite gender. But there are unfortunately the parts of the world where women still do not have same opportunities as men, for example. And one thing that is worth to mention is that women are actually source of life. Our body is a place where a new life is born. So a new life is future. So women are future, and that is really worth to mention. So women are a very, very important part of this community, of this planet. So it is really important to be a modern woman, so to give us same opportunities.
And that's why I love Miss World so much, because we've come together, all of you beautiful and very driven women, to continue to light each other's flames and bring those flames back to our different countries so that we can continue to move forward and advance our countries, especially where our women are concerned. I love that, Slovenia. Thank you. Philippines. Hello. My question is, if you woke up tomorrow and gained any ability, what would it be and why?
Well, Tony, I will go a little bit extreme with this one. By tomorrow, I would love to learn, understand, and be able to speak not just one more language, but all the languages all over the world.
Wow.
Being here in Miss World, I realized that while it is the language of love and kindness is universal to all of us, it would be a bit more amazing if we could really talk freely and really understand each other and not hold back because of cultural differences and language barriers. And I think that it also goes for the rest of the world.
Yes.
If every one of us really understood each other, if every one of us was able to really communicate with each other and say what we need, what we want, then we will definitely live in a world where no one is left behind. Everyone could speak up, everyone is heard, especially the underrepresented, the underprivileged. And again, we will all live in a world where negativity is nowhere to be found.
Exactly. You know, Julia talks to us all the time about the importance of communication. And so I can only imagine what it would be like if we could all speak every single language. I love that. I might steal it. Thank you, Philippines.
Thank you, Tony.
All right, Macau, China. Your question is, what do you value most in life?
我觉得我一生中最重要的是我的家人，因为我的家人给了我前所未有的支持，他们从小都非常的爱我，因为我的家庭条件非常的不好，然后可是他们从来没有亏待过我，在小时候的时候，他们尽他们所能给我最好的东西，从来没有让我在心灵上受过任何的伤害，所以到现在为止，我觉得他们对我来说是一生中最重要的人，我不希望他们受任何的伤害，我现在就希望以我自己的能力让他们自己过得更好，这就是我一生所要看到的最好的。就是我一生中最希望看到的。
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Macau, China. France. What is one of the biggest challenges young girls face today?
Well, it's a good question, Stephanie. It depends, of course, of your country, your cultures, but I would say that one of the biggest challenge for young girls today is to teach how to be financially independent. Because, you know, by earning your own money, you can create your own life, you can create your dreams. And to be honest, if I have girls, that will be one of the first thing I would like to teach to them. That is why it is so important to go to school, it's so important to have education. And yes, it's so important. Everything is so important for that. And I think that being financially independent, you can create your dreams.
I think it's beautiful that you've mentioned that because that's a subject that not a lot of people talk about. So the fact that you're bringing awareness, and clearly it's very important to you and it should be very important to all of us. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right, last but not least, Gibraltar. How would you define success?
Success for me is waking up every morning excited and falling asleep fulfilled, because life is so precious, and just to get up in the morning healthy and excited is truly grateful.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Success to me is all about happiness and health, like you said. So that's what we should all strive for. And there you have it, your Group 11, everybody.
Ladies, how do you feel?
So good.
You know, you can breathe now. You can finally relax.
To be honest.
Yeah. No, I'm so glad. And although it's over for you, back at home, we have to make sure you know that it is not over for you at all. We need you to vote. These ladies need and deserve your full support.
All right, so we will see you next time for Group 12.
And thank you for watching another head-to-head challenge.